She got a free shopping opportunity. In the next 10 minutes, all items added to the shopping cart will be checked out free of charge. But she didn't get any of what she wanted. Instead, rush into the cold storage area. I got a lot of steaks that the kids liked. Then there are various canned foods. Every meal was planned by her. The two salesmen were also very helpful. Finally, there are imported fruits that the family has never eaten before. As the countdown ended, Evelyn returned with a full load. However, looking at the refrigerator full of frozen food, my husband doesn't look happy at all. A family sitting around the table sharing food. He was the only one there, weird, throwing food on the ground one by one. Faced with such behavior, the family has long been accustomed to it. Evelyn asked her husband to pack the food back. He became more and more excited as he spoke, picked up the food and threw it out the door. Then he picked up the can on the table and threw it out. Even so, Evelyn said nothing, just picked up the food on the floor and closed the refrigerator. The husband hid aside and ate canned food alone. Actually, there is a reason why he became like this. When he and his wife first got married, they a writer with a bright future. One is a singer with a heavenly voice. However, an accident took away her husband's beautiful singing voice. In order to make a living, he can only work in the factory. Became a stamping worker. Evelyn never leaves. Over the years, they raised 10 children. Life is tough, but still happy. Evelyn participated in the advertising campaign. I can always add some new things to my home. The husband just came home and found out that the landlord had been asked them to move out within 3 weeks. He wasn't worried, but told the kids, "Mom always finds a way." A lucky event occurred.
2 men in suits arrived that day.
The event Evelyn attended won a prize, $5,000 and a brand new bicycle, plus a complete set of home appliances. 492978. This is the biggest prize she's won so far. But the neighbor's comment made Kelly uneasy. "Congratulations, Kelly. You've got a great wife." "Yeah, it seems she's got good luck." Mom said she would spend the money on the down payment for a new house. It looks like you're in luck." "Oh, now Kelly is ready to go. I'm just cheering him on." So, the family moved into a new home. The fridge, freezer, washing machine, and dryer prizes are all in place. Evelyn shares this big fridge with her husband, dreaming of one day filling it. But her husband is indifferent, which is actually a sign of his insecurity. Because for so many years, besides indulging in decadence and drinking, he hardly contributed anything to this family. That night, perhaps due to the glaring freezer's influence, or maybe because his favorite team lost, Kelly not only yelled at the neighbors, but also took out his frustration on the refrigerator Evelyn got. "Damn piece of junk. What are you planning to do with it? This damn thing is too big for the house. You'll hurt your back. Why not wait until morning? I want this damn thing out right now. I want it out. I never wanted it. Okay, let me see what I can do." The kids know it's time to stay away. Later, Kelly's behavior alarmed the police. He also returned to a normal state. After the police left, Kelly made a cup of tea. It was considered an apology.
Im Tieret.
Your pajamas are on the bed. Kelly felt guilty, but didn't know how to express it. Later, the priest came. In his view, Kelly had a big family to support, but in reality, it was Evelyn making all the sacrifices. The bonus had already been squandered on his drinking. The priest boastfully said, "You still need to rely on yourself to give him a good home, but I'm capable of doing this. You'll likely need to work harder." No one said life is easy. And no one can understand her. 10 children's milk is a big expense. Evelyn couldn't pour a full cup for each child. Kelly got up as if nothing happened last night. Looking at last night's mess, she thought a kid did it. He unusually decided to go hunting to fill the fridge. But his daughter said, Why are you spending so much time in the hotel business? That's his place in the children's eyes. Kelly decided to bring back some food each time, until the fridge is full, even if it takes a year. Evelyn asked him for money to buy milk before he went to work, but he took out his pocket. All the coins are not enough to buy it once. The children never had any hope for their father. I can't even afford milk, but I still fill up the fridge. Evelyn told them that it was good to have a goal. To collect enough money to order milk. She began to search her husband's pockets. Then, my daughter came up. She wanted to change her brother's diaper, but the downstairs was a mess. Evelyn did not blame, but patiently handled the situation. Just then the milkman came and kept urging her to hurry up. Evelyn finally opened the door after cleaning up the child. She wants to settle the bill and give it to me next week. But the milkman looked reluctant. No money, no milk. Just then the courier brought a letter. There happened to be a few dollars in prize money she won from participating in the event. So the children had milk to drink. The daughter told her mother that she had made a mess of the floor. But Evelyn instead said to her daughter that if she hadn't caused the mess and delay, they wouldn't have met the courier delivering the prize. It was all fate's arrangement, and thus the girl ended up being praised. A few days later, Evelyn received another letter, granting her 10 minutes of free shopping at the supermarket. Evelyn shared her plan with Kelly, who heard his wife wanted to bring back a bunch of steaks for the kids. Kelly, who had just regained some confidence, began to feel inferior again. Fortunately, Evelyn always thinks of him. She asked Kelly what he wanted. I will try my best to find it for him then. The only thing Kelly wanted was him. Never tried shrimp cocktail. I always wanted to grind one. You should have it.
Thank you, Mom.
The next day, Evelyn started her shopping spree in the supermarket. Everything is proceeding steadily as planned. Eventually reaped abundant rewards. When Kelly found out she got the shrimp cocktail, tears unconsciously rolled down her cheeks. However, after 2 drinks, Kelly became a different person. Seeing the fridge she promised to fill, easily filled by her wife, Kelly's mood began to darken. Facing her incompetent husband, Evelyn said nothing. Instead, she took something out of the fridge, the shrimp cocktail prepared for him. Kelly instantly changed back in face of his wife's kindness. Thanks, kid. Enjoy it, kid. Moreover, Evelyn invited him over to enjoy the hard-won meal with the family. Time passed little by little like this. Irene's little prizes were almost continuous. The family's life thus became rich and flavorful. But Kelly's drinking habit never changed. Later, the eldest daughter became a nurse. Both sons also signed with a baseball team. Kelly felt like she was living in a hole. The departure of the children meant escaping this dark hole, a hole she had dug herself. She even mocked Evelyn, who was brainstorming for events. Faced with Kelly's self-pity, Evelyn and the children treated it as a joke. No one wanted to hurt her. In this family, only Kelly feels unhappy. That day, Kelly left work early, bringing back 2 bottles of wine as usual. The milkman called out at the door. Evelyn asked him for the milk money, but he had spent all the money on wine. I have no money. Of course, you have no money, it's all spent on bottles of wine. Evelyn had to put aside her pride, hoping to settle the account later. The milkman looked reluctant, although promised to settle the account if there's no money for him next week. He won't deliver milk anymore. Evelyn, having endured disdain, felt very embarrassed. Kelly angrily said, "Do you think money grows on trees? I work all day in that foul-smelling sweatshop, while you do whatever you please do, whatever you please. Sitting and writing in your useless notebooks. Those notebooks are the only reason this family isn't on the streets. Would you like to swap roles with me?" Mom, oh my God. Oh, heavens, she slipped. Dad is yelling at her. What did you do to her? It was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt your mom. The kids are hostile towards Kelly. Kelly tries to lift her up, but accidentally presses on her, causing her a lot of pain. Evelyn stood up from the broken glass. Accompanied by a neighbor, I went to the hospital. What made her sad was not the injury, but the children lost their milk for a week. Kelly sat at the stairs, not knowing what to do. Evelyn finally came back at night. Fortunately, no ligaments were damaged. Kelly helped her take off her wet underwear. But Evelyn said, "I don't need you to make me happy. I just hope you don't bother me when I'm being myself." Life has welcomed new hope. The event Evelyn participated in won again. This time it was a sports car, plus an all-expenses-paid weekend trip to New York. However, just as Evelyn was packing, her son was detained by the police for stealing. To deal with her son's issue, she missed the chance to go to New York. That night, she sat in the sports car she won, lost in thought. The son came to apologize to her. It ruined her original travel plan, but she didn't mean to blame. She has devoted so much to this family over the years. It's more than just the cost. The judge gave the son two choices: either prepare to go to jail or join the army. It seems that the best option is to join the army. Evelyn wants to experience what it feels like to drive this car. The son wanted to teach her, but was rejected. Because once you learn it, you may not want to give it up. But the family expenses need to be supported by selling it. The son also offered to teach her how to drive his father's. But she still refused. Because there are so many places she wants to go. So much that all the gasoline in the world is not enough for her. Come in and have dinner, it's all on the table. Evelyn has paid too much. I gave up too much. Evelyn received a letter. This is a housewife from Ohio. Her daughter was at the same event as Evelyn, won the second prize. She wants to know what the first prize advertising idea is. In this way, the two began to exchange letters. The lady invited Evelyn. They have a team, participate in various activities and competitions. Many people have achieved good results. She hopes Evelyn will join in and exchange ideas. In the evening, she told Kelly about this matter, but her husband made excuses about having many things to handle. Saturday is very precious to me. I see, then I won't mention it again. In the end, only her son could take her to the party. However, just before leaving, her youngest son gave her a big surprise. He had pulled up all the neighbors' tulips. Now, not only were their travel plans ruined, but she also had to deal with compensating the neighbor. Evelyn didn't blame the child, but faced it together with him. After some time passed, the daughter finally learned to drive. Evelyn's party plans were back on the agenda, and this time she set off smoothly. As they crossed the state border, Evelyn felt the scenery outside the window became greener. But at that moment, the car started smoking from overheating. They barely made it to the gas station. The mechanic immediately saw it was a broken fan belt. The daughter knew her father deliberately didn't replace it. Evelyn, however, said Kelly failed to notice it. But the daughter was well aware and suddenly asked, "Have you ever hoped you didn't marry him?" "Oh, Taffy. Have you?" Evelyn didn't answer right away. The daughter believed her mother deserved a better life. It was rare to have a trip far away. "I was thrown on the road by this rotten car again." But Evelyn said she never regretted it. And she's the one who wants to come out. She enjoyed the trip very much, especially with her outstanding daughter by her side. Soon the car was repaired, and the two continued on their way. A small episode did not affect Evelyn. It wasn't long before they arrived at their destination. The team members warmly welcomed Evelyn. Here she found a soulmate. These guys are like an elite female army. They study together how to write perfect slogans. Of course, such activities will end someday. First prize, Evelyn gained much from this trip. She got a chance in the final big competition. After the trip ended, they returned home, only to find the front door was locked. They went to the back door and saw the kids outside. Learning that Kelly had locked them out, she angrily knocked open the back door. The frustrated Kelly questioned her why she returned so late. If you can't even take care of your child for less than half a day, you might as well leave this home. You can so heartlessly leave here. Leave my mom. Thus, this advertisement came to be. For picnics or parties, Galio Jam fits the scene. Start at 9, done by noon. A shiny taste, a lively look. Galio Jam makes every meal enjoyable and dynamic. After all this trouble, Kelly gave in. Evelyn asked the kids to watch TV. She would prepare dinner. Then she found 2 steaks in the fridge. It turned out Kelly intended to cook for the kids, but Evelyn got home so late. He thought she wouldn't come back. Come on, lend a hand, you know I won't leave the kids with you. Learning that Evelyn hadn't abandoned him, Kelly felt relieved. He prepared a gift for Evelyn. It was a set of exquisite table and chairs. Although he couldn't help much, he was supporting Evelyn as much as possible. However, a phone call left Evelyn disheartened. The bank informed her a second mortgage from 3 years ago would expire in a month. Kelly, who returned home tipsy, found that Evelyn had been waiting for a long time. She asked Kelly what was left of the loan. He knew this day had come. But he has spent all the money on drinking over the years. Now they will face the house being taken away. Kelly thought that at worst he could just rent a new one. This way you don't have to worry about repairing the yard. But Evelyn said the house was hers. Yes, this is the house she got with great difficulty. Kelly was just handed over to someone else. Evelyn had to tell the kids the result of going to stay at someone else's house. The children are full of opinions about their father, but Evelyn still tells everyone to respect their father. There's only the last box of food left in the fridge. Evelyn takes out that last box of food. Then she unplugs the fridge, uncertain of how to face the future. She vaguely hears the children's voices. Then she comes to the closet and finds them praying that their mother can win a big prize.
Don't be bothered by me.
I'm running out of money to buy milk. But this time the milkman took the initiative to agree to clear the account. Evelyn is very grateful, but the milkman has a purpose. He hoped Evelyn would take him to the car. A bag of laundry was washed. Well done, there will be more to come. But this is a shame for Evelyn. She handed the change to her daughter and then answered a phone call. There's a detective on the other end of the line. He will visit in the afternoon. Evelyn advanced to the finals of the competition she participated in. This is great news. The detective came to visit in the afternoon and collected some information. Evelyn's family responded to the visit with the best attitude. The detective told her as he left. The final result may take half a month. It will take a month to come out. After sending the detective away, Kelly hugged Evelyn excitedly. He believed victory was assured. The children asked Evelyn if she still planned to leave. Evelyn's response was to be prepared. Katie rejoiced in the victory. Evelyn informed him that there were 19 other competitors. She was prepared for the worst. Don't worry, kids, everything will be fine. No, it's not even if we win, so what? We'll remain as poor as before. Because you stole all our money. I didn't steal anything at all. I made a wrong judgment. A huge mistake. Do you think these things don't break my heart? I did this to pay the bills. I want you all to have steak to eat. I want your mom to have an elegant set of furniture. Not some cheap stuff. I don't care. I want to get her house back. The house is still there. Please have some conscience. Now you've really upset your mom. Evelyn hides upstairs if this chance is missed. They'll completely lose their current life. Kelly comforts her, saying there's always a next time. But this time it's truly the last. There won't be another event like this again. If we lose this house, we'll have to accept it. I can't afford another house with poetry contest winnings now. You'll figure out something. You think of a solution. This time, it's your turn to do the right thing, because I'm out of ideas. Please don't just cross like this, for God's sake. I'm not holy. If you can't stand me going crazy, then walk away. To make it easier for me.
All right.
Evelyn really had no other option. As a housewife, she had done everything she could. The last day to move out had arrived. The phone suddenly rang. Evelyn quickly answered it. A congratulatory voice came from the other end. The children immediately came forward thinking that their mother had won a prize. But this is just a sales call. Evelyn hung up the phone and comforted the children. What is coming will eventually come. In the afternoon, the children packed their bags and prepared to leave the house. Just then the phone rang again. Evelyn sorted out her mood and came to the phone. Hello? Hello? Is that Mrs. Evelyn Elline?
I am.
Mrs. Lane, I am honored to inform you. In Dr. Pepper's Your Life contest, become our grand prize winner. Oh, my word. You have won a trip for 2 to Switzerland, a Ford Mustang, a pair of Longines watches, and 3,44064 in cash. These prizes come at just the right time for my big family. Kids, come here. I'm so glad to hear you say that. Come on, you have every reason to be proud. Your entry beat 250,000 others. Thank you for telling me this. You have really brightened my day. Thank you, Mrs. Lane. Good day. We won. A Ford Mustang, a pair of Longines watches, plus a cash prize. Evelyn once again held this family together, but the daughter doesn't seem happy. Kelly noticed and went to comfort her. TF, it's okay. Everything will be fine. We will all be fine.
No, we want.
Evelyn came upstairs to comfort her daughter. The daughter understands her father won't change. Evelyn certainly knows, but she tells her daughter, do you know what the person who just called told me? I don't know. He said I beat 250,000 other contestants. And do you know what? This isn't even my best one.
Baby.
Baby, there's a whole life ahead of you. You can live it in your own way no matter what. You have a great mind. And a beautiful heart. You can achieve anything. Everything is possible. Do you know? Forgive him. Forgive him, so you can embrace this, a truly exceptional day. I love you, Mom. I love you. After many years, Kelly sings again. The daughter also chose to forgive her father. Evelyn did not choose to travel to Switzerland. Instead, she cashed out to repay the mortgage on the house. Of course, on the day she went to the brand's headquarters to receive an award, she also had a bit of a travel experience. It was here she first ate a meal cooked by someone else. This is the first time I don't have to wash the dishes myself. It was her first time to take a bath without having to clean it herself. The first time I slept in a bed I didn't make myself. Since then, Evelyn has never won any awards. In the next few years, she will have children. One by one, they were sent on their own paths, until the youngest child left the hole. Evelyn finally completed her life mission. After a while, Evelyn sent Kelly away. What surprised her was, Kelly left a secret account. That was Evelyn's pension that had been prepared for many years. Maybe this is a kind of atonement for Kelly. Evelyn no longer has to worry about money. On the day she left this world, the kids are back here again. Tuff accepted her mother's typewriter. Evelyn is proud of. Taffy wrote a book about her mother's story. This is the end of the film. The film is adapted from a true story. Evelyn's descendants are scattered throughout the United States, working in various industries in society. Taff wrote The Winner from Ohio. It was later adapted into a film in 2005. It is worth mentioning that Evelyn's children, all of them are performed by her real children. It's hard to imagine this is a true story. Evelyn didn't complain about life. No complaints about husband. Instead, I found my own value in a difficult life. This film shows. Maybe it no longer fits current values, but it still celebrates those who work for their families. Great women who gave up their lives. The story in the film takes place in the 1960s. At that time, the status of women in the United States was generally lower. Television also promotes women's emotional instability. Not suitable to run for president. Even a cowardly man like Kelly would gain support from police and priests and be seen as the family pillar. Evelyn's life experience is undoubtedly remarkable. Her greatness lies in never thinking of leaving life's abyss and having a unique way of viewing things. When her daughter messes up the floor, she would console her that it's all destiny's arrangement. The child ruined the neighbor's tulips. She didn't scold but faced it together. When negative things happen, she always faces them with a positive attitude. Life's essence is suffering, because we are never truly satisfied. We get entangled in the people and things that didn't meet expectations. We are deeply trapped and can't extricate ourselves, gradually eroding the will to live. Evelyn is one of the few who can escape the trap. An optimistic person who is not affected by pain. She accepted the unpleasantness of life, lived peacefully with pain with another attitude, completed this life's mission perfectly, sent 10 children on their own path. Of course, everyone's pursuits are different. No matter what, just be sure to have no regrets. No commentary can replace the original film. A good movie is worth experiencing the full plot.
I am Guvo.
Looking forward to our next meeting.